Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the actual live of the DCO SourceCast. I'm, of course, Trex, and alongside me is the. Can we go with Brains? Can we go with Brains? Or maybe, how about just the ringleader? Yeah, ringleader sounds good. The ringleader of the Olympus Games, Super Patriot.
What's going on, everybody? I can't take full credit for that. I mean,
You
I
can't.
can't take full credit for Olympus. I mean, I've got a partner and all that has been helping me out a lot with everything, and a lot of credit's got to go to everybody that signed up, participated, and Brittany, I will cut you. And signed up to participate, and
Got really violent really
um,
fast.
uh, and kept the the trash talking to a reasonable level where it wasn't drama filled. I mean
Correct.
there was some good trash talking going on. Like I said, I was like and like I said, a lot of these guys are semi friendly competitive when it comes to their matches at best. Sometimes they get a little loud and everything, but it was a great event. I'm really proud of it. I'm really thankful for the help that I got from my partner in it, and also thankful for everybody for that signed up, participated, and thankful to Jens and Meps for having it on FNL, of course.
That's right. We're going to get a little bit into on FNL recap in just a moment. I want to first, once again, apologize for last week. We weren't able to stream at all. Just problems with my computer that I've since got fixed. That I hope at least it got fixed. I've been testing all week, trying to just get everything fixed, and I found out that it was Chrome. Google Chrome was causing DCO to have to give my CPU just spikes, and I don't know where it came from. Probably a secret update that Google did. I don't know, but it's all working now. The chat right here, I'm using Firefox, just that one tab, just to do the chat box there. I have to rearrange the layout, the overlay that I have here. I gotta rearrange that. So, yeah, Google Chrome. It was really weird. So, but we are very happy to be back. I'm also happy to say that I'll be streaming from the test server in just a moment. So I'll be showing you guys a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about from the forums. A lot of people have been having a lot of hatred, a lot of negative feedback towards Game Update 31 that we're going to try and clear the air as much as possible. But as usual, first thing first, let's go ahead and get into some FNL, Friday Night Legends. Friday Night Legends, of course, once again tonight, hosted the Olympus Games Part 2 finale for the finals. What? I like 2. I like it. I like it a lot. It's like the one French word I just love saying. Hello. My number is 1, 2. It's a great word. Great word. So now, and I'm really happy to have Super Patriot here. You're a first time here, all time caller, right? I mean, you've been here all. I'm really happy that we have Super Patriot here for the
I've been
first
here
time.
since I mean, how long have I been doing this show with you, man? Has it
I
been
know.
I think it was like episode. What episode did we start? Did I start on this with you?
I had to be 11.
TC
I think it was 11.
11.
I think so because
Man,
I had TC with the first 10 episodes.
yeah, man, I haven't killed you yet.
No, right? I mean, I would have thought a hitman would have just killed me by now. I don't know. But FNL was a really solid finals tonight. Big props to Disqualified, to Soldiers of Light, and there was replacements, right?
Yeah, the replacements. Yes. Huge props to Disqualified for getting a team into the finals for all three events. I mean, you got to give credit
Yes.
to those guys. Those guys are very good at what they do. Um, And replacements still, staying in there, holding it strong, all that, representing themselves. Those guys have been, in the top probably 5 best PvP leagues in this game for the past 2 years. Uh, as far as disqualified, obviously, showing their dominance by the past couple of Olympus events at least, and Soldiers of Light, making I mean, granted, it was because I had a team that didn't show up. Well, one member showed up, and I feel bad for that kid. I really feel bad for him having to disqualify his team like that. But I can't, just forfeit a team for a finals match like that. But we're gonna take care of him. We're gonna take care of him. I'm gonna do something for him that
Good,
didn't have his partner show up.
good, good.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was really great. I really liked seeing Soldiers Light there, and I really wish that other team. I'm still burned by that too, though, because that other team was like those guys were like new on the scene and all that, and they had not lost a single Legends twos match yet. They stayed
Oh,
in the winners bracket, yeah,
they were.
and
You mean to
I
tell me
honest,
they were undefeated up until
they were
tonight?
undefeated up until tonight.
We now I feel like I need to do something for the kid. That,
Yeah,
oh, it's that. Now I don't want anybody to really go to him and just give him any hell or whatever. I mean,
I'm not gonna
and
put their
and
names
don't
out
even
there
do
and
it
all
for
that.
the and don't really do it for the partner either. I mean,
I'm not doing nothing for that kid.
yeah,
He's done pissed me off.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, you never know. I mean, parents might have gotten mad or work got called in. I mean, there's factors in there, but it's in a tournament aspect. Yes, dude didn't show up. He wasn't there. I mean, it happens. I mean, the tournament's got to move on. So, but I mean, the guy who did show up, I mean, definitely. Now I feel like I want to really do something for him. But I mean, but congratulations to all the teams to that participated and got all the way to the finals. Now I want to talk a little bit about Olympus Games too before we even move on to your amazing other announcement. Coming from Olympus Games 1 to number 2, now that number 2 is done, how do you think that this did compared to your old one? This is the
Well,
first one.
obviously, it was a lot quicker. It was a lot quicker. The last one we did was 2.5 hours, and that was because of
Yeah.
certain requirements those guys wanted to do with having their full supercharges going in those arenas matches. That obviously slowed things down. On top of some of the disconnects that were going on, but we were all out in open world at the time when we were doing it, and it was. And so I mean, I think being an open world contributed to some of those disconnects that we had going on. This time around, though, everybody was in my lair. We didn't have a lot of animations flying all over the place. And I think the biggest part though was making sure that both the arenas teams, they started off with a supercharge for their first match, and then that was it. They went into their next matches with whatever they had. Which honestly, I mean, I know some of them were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're gonna make us go in there without supercharges." I think it adds some extra slow strategy to it because do you go into the first match and just blow both your supercharges, and make sure you got the win? What if the other team doesn't do that and they save at least one supercharge, and you guys end up getting blown out in the second match. Then you go into the third match. I mean, where does it's it adds a bunch of variables in there. And I think DQ actually capitalized on it a lot with obviously they went in there and they blew out. I'm not sure if they blew out all their supercharges not in that first match. It sure looked like it with the way they kind of steamrolled replacements. And sorry guys in replacements. I know we're former league mates. I'm not trash talking y'all. It's just I mean
I am.
it's on tape.
It's on tape.
But so I mean yeah it's yeah, I mean it's going to be I mean it was really cool to see those guys though I mean all the matches were good. I'll admittedly say that again my my buddies in rep. I'm not trash talking y'all and all that. The arenas match seemed to be a little bit one sided, but reps did make a solid try in that second match.
Yes, they did.
And had a couple of times there where they almost looked like they were going to make a comeback on them, which I was really impressed by. So, it's I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know. And what kind of future events Olympus does. Because I'm still going to do, even though we're doing the tour thing with FNL now and getting all everything that's going on there. It's still we're still going to do little events here and there with Olympus. All right. I know I actually have plans I want to do because when the PS4 comes out, we'll actually, they have a partnership with Twitch. So we'll be able to, stream. I'll be able to stream finally.
Yes.
Myself. And I'm considering putting together a 1v1 tournament for around launch time there, depending on how stable the game is, of course, because we all know how big changes affect the game at times.
Oh yes, yes.
Something could end up being broken.
So do you, and not really going into your the Olympus Game FNL tour, just when you decide to go into your Olympus Games 3. That's the next thing that I imagine you're going to do is after the tour stuff. Your next big one is Olympus Games 3. Do you, so far at this moment, how well number 2 did? Do you see any changes to the rules that you're going to try and bring new rules in or do any changes to?
Well, I mean, like I've decided because of the participation involved and everything, it's more than likely going to be just like one part events from now on. They may be bigger things. Let's say I know a lot of these guys are like saying, when are you going to do a 5v5 one? And that's coming. That's coming on. But it'll be different, kind of setups and everything like that. But as far as like rules and all that, I think I'm going to stop. I honestly want to see how some of these guys do in 2v2s Legends with steals. I want to see how these guys cope with that. I mean, I'm sure obviously we're probably going to see a lot of Steel and Sinestros, which, I mean, I know Jens kind of rolled his eyes, when I said about they said these guys didn't put no Steel,
and then Steel lost and it just blew up.
Yeah, and he's just like going off about Steel gave up a kill. He's not that OP, I guess. I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying Jens doesn't play the game because obviously he does. He gets on every Friday night.
He won his preview in that pre-show. He won that.
But I mean, sir, I want to see him go up against the Steel user in a 1v1 or in a 2v2. That's what I want to see. But I mean, I know Steel's been nerfed and everything, and he's not as bad as he used to be. I mean, you may not be able to win a match with him now, Trex. I mean, obviously, he was OP for when he matches with him, but
it's very true.
I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes that I mean, do you go with what the community wants, or do you just put it in there to give it more of an official feel type thing? And I'm wanting to lean more towards an official type feel, because I know with the tour there's the only restriction is you can't double up in the Legends matches. So yeah, you can't go in there with like 2 Steel or 2 Hal Jordan or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or 2 Sinestros or whoever people consider to be the OP characters now. So, I mean, like I said, it's going to be interesting. I think this tour tonight we're getting ready to do, which I know I keep mentioning it, but we're just going to start talking about here in a minute. Anyways.
Oh yeah. Let me go.
It's gonna it's gonna really open up a lot of people's eyes, I think, and see what kind of actual real competition there is on the PS3. Because there's a lot of names right now. I'm looking at the challenge site where you can go to sign up for it, which I will link in the description for everybody.
Challenge. I still call it challenge.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting name. We're starting off with like 16 teams and all that. We're 16 team limit right now. And there's already 10 teams signed up, and I only recognize 2 of the names that are on here right now
Ooh.
that have signed up. And those are 2 of the guys that were, or one of them was in the Tuesday match that we saw tonight between Soldiers Light and Disqualified. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay. So speaking of the Friday Night Legends tour, Super Patriot and our good buddy Daddy-O, or Udad, over from the PC side, they both host tournaments. So now they are going to be doing these FNL tours, which I think Daddy-O's or Udad's PC, the US PC tournament's on November 8th, I believe, right?
I'm sorry, repeat that real quick. I had like a noise spike in my head.
Udad's tournament's going to be on November 8th, and yours is going to be on November 22nd.
No, mine is on the 8th.
Yours is on the 8th.
Oydad's is on the 22nd, yeah.
Oh, okay, so just switch
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
I think we when I was talking with Meps about it and everything like that, we were like, so what date do you want to do it? And like, obviously the 15th is out because we don't know, one, if the games are going to be available on PS4 yet. They have not announced an actual date it'll be available, even though they are shooting for that day. Also, the stability of the game, depending on updates and everything like that. I mean, it still kind of falls in calls into question and everything, because I mean, it's always, every update's always like a little rough growing period the first couple of days, adjustment period there for everybody, especially with update 31 coming up. I mean, that's huge.
Yes.
So a lot of changes coming with that, so that's why we opted to do the 8th before the PS4 launch. It's kind of not really a farewell to the PS3, because obviously it's still going to be around, but
I still have mine.
You're still going to be able to play the game on the PS3. But it's kind of like a, it's like a the last PS3 only tournament that we're going to have.
And I will definitely try and get Udad onto the show next week so we can talk a little bit about his tournament that he's going to be hosting. He's going to be doing a 2v2 Legends as well, and I'm definitely going to try and get him on next week to get his information just so you guys can watch his stuff as well. So on the 8th we're going to have the Olympus Games tour, the Friday Night Legends tour, which is a pretty neat little name that they came up with.
Yeah. Well, they came up with the whole Friday Night Legends tour thing and all that, and then they let me and Oydad, or everybody else knows him as Daddy-O. So I'm just going to call him Daddy-O. They let us come up with our own names for our specific terms and all that, and I went with the Olympus Legends, because I've been doing this Olympus thing. You might as well have my name on the official one.
Yeah, and so I'm not really planning on doing the PC Legends tournament. I don't really have a tournament, or I don't have a partner, and it's for me, just on how my Friday nights go. I don't really have, during FNL, I do all my testing to get the SourceCast prepared, final adjustments to my microphone, to my audio equipment. So I really probably don't have the time to focus on doing a tournament on that night, or whatever. But it's something to look forward to. It is. I'm really excited for it. I am. But it's awesome that you guys were able to get this done. It was really, really cool. So now, of course, this is just the beginning. I feel that the FNL tour could bleed over into the EU PS3 or the EU PC. Sadly enough, yes, it is the hour difference, because it is kind of late.
Right. I mean, the biggest thing with that is, the EU and EU PC and PS3, they need people that are willing to put in the time.
Yes.
They need people that are willing to say, you know what, I'm, yeah, and I've offered that to a couple of individuals over there. I've offered them the tools that I have, that I've used, put together for Olympus. I've said, hey, look, if you guys want to use my Olympus site to put something together for the EU over there, then feel free. I can do that. And they neither one of them really seemed like kind of interested in it. But yeah, that I mean that's what it is. I mean, they need somebody in that community over there who's willing to put something together like this, so that not only I mean because we've had some slips on the USPS3. I mean, we had a previous event that went on before my first Olympus event that it kind of failed. I mean, not only did it kind of fail, but it was poorly run and operated and was very poorly executed. So, and that was the main reason why I wanted to do the Olympus. Because I felt that at least from at least with my relationship with the devs I already had, at least with MEPS at the time that I already had, and me, wanting to, have put on a more professional air to an actual event and everything. That's why, I did the Olympus thing. And the first one went off great and everything, had a couple issues here and there and all that, but nothing, major, no huge drama happened and everything. And, the finals, while they were a bit long, on FNO that night, they still went off. They still went off without a hitch. And now this with the second event and everything like that, I'm really, proud and thankful that the devs took notice of it and saw that or just not just devs but SOE as a whole took notice of it, saw that a community event could be done on the USPS3, and that they were willing to do some official backing for it. So I'm kind of proud of myself, but at the same time, I owe it, a lot of, I owe a lot of credit goes to the individual who's been helping me this whole time with both events, and a lot of it goes to the guys that have signed up too, who have kept their couth. Not let the trash talk and the drama get too abrasive or be disruptive to the event itself.
Yes. The one thing I always want to instill is sportsmanship. You can have a trash talk a little bit, but sportsmanship is always key. At least for me. Which is why I'm a Care Bear. And I will admit it. So that was Friday Night Legends, the finals for the Olympus Games Part 2. I don't know if when you do 3, I doubt I'm going to call it Trey. No, we will! We'll call Olympus Games Trex!
No, we're not calling it that. The only way we're calling it that is if you participate, sir.
Shoot!
Yeah.
Oh, that's tempting. Can put my name up there. We can put Trey and just put a big X at the end of it. It's like, yeah! Part Trey X? Yeah, that'd be nice. Alright, so I know what you all have been waiting for. I know it. You know it. So let's go ahead and go over there. Alright, so I am streaming from the PC test server showing Game Update 31. And we're going to go over a little bit what Game Update 31 actually brings to everyone, except for PlayStation 3. So, first thing I really want to do is talk about, because Game Update 31 is bringing visual changes. And if you want to know about visual changes, I will go to the roof and I will show you these visual changes. The visual changes that I'm talking about, I have a couple of videos already on my channel. And if you look into the distance down the road, you will see, of course, the gunfire, but you'll see mist. You'll see the fog. Oh, the fog. It's pretty. It's not the fog it's not the remake, The Fog, right? If I'm going to declare it The Fog, it's going to be the original. The real one that scared the hell out of me as a child. So, but I mean, that's one of the graphical differences that they did with it. And if I can actually make the run, I know I'm supposed to actually go to Metropolis General Hospital, but I'm going to actually run over here, and while I'm doing that, I can show you how... What's another graphical difference I can really show you? You can probably see like the speed of how everything pops up as I'm clicking on it. It is really, really fast. Ooh, I got a PowerPoint. absorb heat because I really want my backdraft. Okay, sorry. Distraction. That's how it works. So the graphical differences are coming for the PC, and of course, it's getting ready for the PlayStation 4. Now, a lot of players on the forums are really mad because why aren't the PS3 getting it? The PS3 isn't powerful. It's not powerful enough for these graphics. And if you think different, you're obviously delusional. I mean, honestly, I mean, do you not agree, Soups?
Yeah, I don't know if
I won't call it
the
delusional. I'm
PS3
just
can
like,
handle it or not. I mean, it's just. This updates for the PS4. I mean, they have not been you know deceptive about that in any way. So I mean, for people to think that oh well you owe us this or you owe us that. I mean, it'd be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love for these kind of changes to be on uh, the PS3, especially to be able to see them, in person. But I mean, it's before the PS4 comes out. But I don't know. I don't. It's just I don't know, man. Obviously, we'll get it when we get it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So when in my eyes, when I have to see, especially when I see an MMO, it and being played on a console, with a console, you are really stuck. Compared to a PC player, you're really stuck because PC can upgrade parts. Console, you can't really do that unless you break warranty, and even then, you break warranty. So, yeah, I'm actually heading over to Chinatown right now. I'm not meaning to be over here in Steelworks, but it's nice and shadowy. I mean, geez, you can clearly see the difference. I think I actually found like the border. I thought I found the border. All right. Anyways, but these graphical differences, I think if they came to the PlayStation 3, you're going to be suffering a lot. A lot. The lag's already bad enough. The loading's already bad enough. Adding more to it would just be hindering your gameplay experience. And of course, this is coming for the PC as well, because let's face it, PC really needs it. Of course,
PC doesn't really need it. I mean, seriously. I mean,
I want to look
the
prettier.
PC is already beautiful compared
true.
to the PS3.
It's true.
I mean, come on.
It's true.
Come
I'm
on,
sorry.
Rex.
I'm sorry. That's PC Master Race in me just came out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So speaking of the purple mist above Chinatown, this is exactly what you're looking at right here. And it is in certain areas, of course. It makes me feel like Cersei put like a little barrier around her little areas. And it looks really, really neat. I walked into it. I'm like, what am I in? I'm in a Prince video? What's going on right here? So it was really, really cool. Oh, you're at the theater, Brittany. Well, you're probably not in my shard, so I don't want to see you. Let me actually look at the test notes real fast so I can at least give you guys a little bit of a better example. So everything in the game has an art update. You can see how clean, how crisp all the buildings are, all the people itself. Now the characters and the NPCs really haven't gotten an update. They have not been touched with the new arts. The reason being is because, honestly, I would think of just time. That's what I would think about. But when I first logged in, I first saw the Brainiac ship, I really, really thought that the characters were touched. But in fact, I found out that they weren't. And I got tricked. I really did. I thought that the characters did get touched upon, but apparently it's just because of how beautiful everything else is. My character just looked even better. Because I used my flame, and I thought my flames looked even better. I'll even zoom in. I thought my flames looked a lot better than they did on live, and honestly, they still do, in my opinion. I just have by that I say most likely I do. So, Little Bohemia got changed. We could see, of course, that Chinatown got changed as well. Little Bohemia got changed with just a little bit more of craters around the area. It looks a little bit more destroyed, just like Centennial Park and the Pillars of Hades that we can go into in a moment. I'm going to go over to the Watchtower because everybody always talked about it and everybody should be able to see it. And I'm going to stream it for you all on how pretty the actual Earth is. You can already see it in the background and how pretty it looks. Ooh, I'm falling. So instead of the pixelated stuff that we had before, the Earth is one, it's spinning in the right axis. It's spinning correctly. And you see the cloud movement. I saw a hurricane the other day, which is really neat. So we definitely have this nice little change to the art that was really, really needed. And as Brittany points out, yeah, the treasure boxes are really awesome. They are really really good. So that's all the visual stuff. And the visual stuff is really cool. It's really neat. I'm not putting it down one bit because it looks really nice. But I will talk about some of the changes that have been done that the PS3 will be getting, which will be the new leveling experience that the game is bringing up. Level 1 through 30 has been, in my eyes, has been revamped. It has just been redone. It's, as you can see right here in the game chat, like Supermanistic. He's having fun leveling. I'm having fun leveling. And I find it a chore. In this, it's because it's a new experience. Yeah, it's just great. And my first quest, or one of my other quests here that I have here is the alert. I get to go in Area 51. You complete the alert for the first time, completing the quest, boom, I get a Mark of Triumph. Whenever you complete a story arc, you get a Mark of Triumph. Whenever you complete a side mission, you get a Mark of Triumph. I am actually right now, as a level 11, I have 13 Marks of Triumph. And I've already spent some Marks of Triumph because I now have a sidekick. See? I got Stevie right here. I had my sidekick at level 9 when I could go into my lair. Your quests, your cases are going to pop up slowly. You're not going to get blasted with a whole list of stuff. You're not going to get blasted with that. You're going to get one at a time. I have my alert. I have it right there. I got my meta malpractice that I'm about to start. I have that. It's clean. It's crisp. Yes, I named him Stevie. I like to name my pets. And if I can actually, I'll even go into my base because the base, the mainframes did get changed with these. So let's go into these as well. So far, how are you liking it, Soups?
It looks beautiful. I mean, all the videos I've seen of it, I mean, it looks great. I'm really looking forward to finally getting to see it on the PS4. You know, I mean, would it be nice? Like I said, you know, would it be nice to have this on the PS3? Obviously, you know, I mean, who doesn't want prettier graphics on the game that they play? You know, but at the same time, I mean, it's just, you know, the PS3 just can't handle it. I mean, the PS3 sometimes has a hard time handling some of the graphics that are in this game now. You know, I mean, to think that you know, the PS3 can handle what you know we're going to be getting with Update 31. I mean, it's kind of silly, but I mean, everything I've seen so far looks beautiful. I mean, obviously the first, you know, the thing I mostly want to see is what you've been showing on the live stream so far. You know, at first there was all the open world. You know, I want to see how awesome the open world looks. Inside stuff, I'm not that worried about, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know how far, you know, you are. What level is your 2 now on the test?
I'm 12 now. I am 12, and I'm actually going to level as we talk a little bit, just to do a little discussion stuff while we're talking. I'm going to be leveling, doing a whole story arc during this cast. So before I actually start leveling, let's talk about your mainframe. So they decreased the mainframes. All right, your sidekick and your backup are the only things that have been changed. But now that we have access to these, and you're not, and of course, your tactical mods, your supply drop, and your orbital strike are still level 30. They're still locked. All right, but your backup and your sidekick are not. Your let me see here. The cost of the sidekick / accomplice has been reduced to 5 marks of triumph, and then it's going to be 20 marks for the upgrade. Right? Your backup is going to be 10 marks, and the upgrade is going to be 40 marks. Now, do understand that I have no idea whatsoever right now if there's utility belts that are lower than level 30. Are there? Have we seen those before?
Yeah, actually, when I was leveling up, when I was doing my Let's Play series, I got a freaking utility belt, a 2-socket utility belt.
Really?
Yeah, when I was leveling up my Celestial on the villain side there.
Well, that is some neat doggy dog. Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is really neat. So, yeah, if you can hold 2 trinkets, there you go. You can bring out your sidekick and you can bring out your backup, or you can choose one or the other and just wear it. So, yay to that. Now, and that's your mainframe changes. Those are the only things. So now, when you're leveling up, you can have your sidekick, or you can have your backup, or your accomplice, or your henchman. However, really you want to talk about it. But okay. So let's talk a little bit about, as we are doing a discussion, a lot of players, and I think it's becoming a ritual somehow that I'm spending my mornings at work, because I don't do any work at work. I spend my mornings on my laptop, and I am on the forums pretty much between 8 a.m. to noon. I am on the forums, and I am replying. I am being very active on the forums, so be scared. I don't like to type. I have been typing blogs for all week, and my hand cramps. I think I might be a blogger now. I feel I can be that. So a lot of players have been very vocal about, and this one especially, why vets are upset at Update 31. And by the way, I don't really know what declares a vet. If anything, Super Patriot's more of a vet just because he was in the service. That's all I got from that. So,
what they're talking about, Trex, is people who have been playing this game for a long time, like since launch or the beta or year one.
Oh, okay. Then that's me.
Not the folks that came in after free to play.
Okay.
What everybody's referring to when they say that.
Okay. So yeah, they're upset because this is all it is. They are mad because we don't have armories yet. We were promised armories last year, or we were told that we're going to get armories last year, and then this year we were told it's going to come in the form of game updates, and we still don't have armories. There's nothing really I can really talk about from that. They'll give us armories when they give us armories. Right now, on their timetable, I'm sure, and they've actually said that they're going to have the PlayStation 4 stuff is really their top priority. It's their top priority, and they're still working on everything else, but they're trying to push out the PlayStation 4 stuff as fast as they can and get it ready because everybody wants it. Oh, I'm actually going to the wrong area. Wow, this whole thing just got changed. Because I'm having to carry a patient to a whole separate area. To an actual... Whoa, that ambulance looks pretty cool. Have we ever seen an ambulance in this game before?
Yeah, I mean...
I've never seen this ambulance. Because this ambulance is pretty hot. Looks really Metropolis-y. If that's a word. But... the game update 31, it's a game update. It's free. Yeah. I was expecting the graphic changes. I was expecting that in the game update. What I wasn't expecting was a whole workaround on the leveling. I was not expecting that. Now with SOE, it's a business. They are a business, and if you feel that they're catering to the new players, then that's how your mentality is. But in fact, I mean, this is how it has to go. This is how it has to be. Holy crap, Bizarro is level 30. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, it was another thing they changed too. They made the bounties level 30.
Yeah, so I think it seems to be more you have to attack it maybe. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, because I know before Bizarro used to just you got too close to him, he said hi to you,
yeah, I don't like that.
and he didn't say hi with a hug.
No, no, he does not. So, I mean, they this is an update really for the PlayStation 4. And with the PlayStation 4 coming out, they want to bring in new customers. They want to bring in new subscribers. And how they're going to do it? This is going to pretty much do it right here, folks. Because with me, I'm leveling a villain tune I haven't really gotten to touch upon lately. Now I'm getting lag. Great. I haven't really touched upon him lately because I've just been busy with other stuff. Life has just been getting in the way. But with this new leveling, I'm probably going to delete him and start him over again. Start him over again, do sorcery, leveling, part 2, and experience this whole new leveling process. Because you get cool items at the end of your story arc. At the end of your story arc, you get a Mark of Triumph. You also, my first one, I completed, I got a radar enhancer. And then I got an XP booster pack. All stuff from the marketplace that was given to me for free while I'm leveling. Now, I haven't pursued any further, so I'm not really sure what else is there. You never know. But I'm really happy with it. It has just blown my mind with this update so far. Now, there's another thread that someone posted that I replied to today saying that, oh, it's a waste of money and waste of time. How can it be a waste of time? I honestly feel that if you have not been on the test server and you haven't experienced this yet, then you're wasting your time by just coming up with random nonsense, which is all that is, random nonsense. The questing goes a lot smoother instead because we all know that leveling 16 through 25 is the worst experience. You get stuck. There's really no place to go. Either something's too
See,
hard.
that's I can't agree with that. I can't agree with any of that, honestly, because I mean, like, I've done two Let's Play series. All right, I've done two Let's Play videos, and one on the hero side, one on the villain side. It's all in what you do and how you do it, and what missions you get decided to do. If people are going through and actually getting everything that they should be doing as they level up, not just the missions and everything, but races. You go do your races, do the bounties and everything. Even without the bounties, if you do the missions and the side missions, you're going to be fine. You're going to hit level 30 before you actually go into the mentor mission that gets you into either the Justice League or the Secret Society.
Yeah.
So I can't agree with that, and that's why I kind of understand why some people are complain about get the 30 easier. I kind of see where they're coming from with that. So because I didn't think it was really that necessary myself. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously there are some people. I mean, I've seen it too. People talking about I'm level 22 and I've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the alerts. You get alerts that you can do in when you're leveling up too. That you get an exponential amount of freaking experience points for. I mean, I've gotten to level 30 on like every single one of my tunes without even stepping foot in those alerts first.
That's true. When I'm leveling, I never really went into the alerts. I just never.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't,
Sorry, give me one moment. I'm
I don't,
just
I don't, yeah, I don't see where that complaint is coming from. I mean, it's mostly people. I mean, this is gonna sound. I've been sounding like a lot like this lately. To everybody who has not been hearing me talk, I've been sounding like this a lot lately. This is gonna sound kind of elitist, folks, but I mean, honestly, it's lazy freaking people. It's lazy people wanting to get carried through this, carried through that. They're wanting to get the big thing for as soon as they can. Um, Nobody's wanting to earn what they get in this game, and that annoys and frustrates me. One, it annoys and frustrates me that it's happening. Two, it annoys and frustrates me that I have to actually say it. You
very
know,
true. Sorry, all of a sudden I'm getting a lag back, and so I'm just trying to see what's going on. But But yes, continue. But yeah, um, I I feel that the hatred towards Game Update 31 are from people that haven't really gotten a chance to come into the game or come into the test server and play it. And from the way these people are talking, it sounds like they are legendary players. They're legendary subscribers. So, and if I have to ask someone if they're a legendary subscriber, and if they say yes, I am going to really go to them. It's like, why haven't you? Have you been on the test server? Have you? You have not. Then why not? I mean, you have access to it. It's one of the perks. It's also one of the perks that people forget when they list stuff. What's the perk for legendary? You get to go on the test server. You get to test stuff out. That's to me, that's a big perk because I get to play it before everybody else. That's my mentality for it. Yay, testing, whatever. I get to touch. So, I think I actually just completed. All right, so did I complete everything? Okay, I didn't complete one thing, but yeah. When you are questing, you're doing your side quests. When you complete your side quests, it's going to disappear off your radar. It's going to just disappear, and you're going to get your mark automatically. So you don't have to actually go in and accept the side missions themselves. They'll complete themselves. You just have to go in there for your main stuff, which I need to find more mobs. Yay. But Game Update 31 for me, it's becoming very fun. It's you guys have any questions about Game Update 31? I'm sorry I haven't been looking at the chat. I got my laptop that I'm looking at chat has have been switching tabs, which is what I do.
mean, honestly, anything that people would want to know about Update 31, I mean, it's on the official forums.
Yep.
I mean, Trex can show you guys, certain things on the test server right now. But any questions you guys have, go to the official forums. I mean, that's what those forums are there for. Seriously, and not enough people go to those forums to get information. Find out what the hell's going on with the game. Why is this this way and why is this that way? There's not enough people doing that stuff. And people need to do that. I mean, we can show and talk only for so long. You guys can get on there and read at your leisure.
Yes, but I like to show you. It's weird that the lag's coming back now. I'm not really sure why. Maybe my video card just hates me or something. I don't know. But another thing about this change is I know I reckon in some mobs and even on some bosses, not all of them. Gorilla Grodd was the first one when I first went in, that I was able to block break him. I was able to do all of the combat mechanics on that boss, which I'd never done before, and was really, really cool to see. So all the mobs are now, see that guy right there. I can range him, I can interrupt him. It's all good stuff. So now instead of only really doing it, the block breaker and the interrupts and the all that good stuff, instead of just doing it in the Brainiac ship, you're now getting the actual real life experience of using it all the time. So when you hit level 30, you don't have to be shocked. It's like, how did I fall down? How did I get knocked down? What's going on? That's why you can now do it. Yeah, it's all fun. All right, let's see if I can actually move on yet. And I can. Complete. Sweet. God, oh, damn it. I really remember I hated this quest. It just felt so long to me. It did. Great. More testing on this lag, apparently. What are you laughing about?
You.
Shut up. Question here from Magic Fear. Got a question. Can you do all mentor missions? Just got rumor of that. All of the quests that are those mentor specific ones, you can do. I have not done them. I haven't had access to them yet. I'm not really sure how that entails. I can tell you now, I am a Superman mentor. That's who my mentor is. I'm with Superman. I have done one Wonder Woman quest, but other than that, I have kept my happy butt in Metropolis, and I have been on Little Bohemia this whole time. I only went to Chinatown one time to do one quest, and that's because it was given to me. So, if someone else has a different experience with that, please share, because I would like to know as well. Maybe we have access. Maybe they're talking about like the level 30 missions for the mentors. Maybe we'll have access to that when we hit level 30 or down the road. I'm not really sure. But I've really just kept my butt here. So. I'm still trying to like pay attention a little bit, trying to see what's causing my lag. I'm looking at all my resources and stuff. Because I don't like lag. I don't like the spikes. They're mean. So another thing I want to point out as well, the new icons above this stuff. Oh crap! I just stood here too long. Did Pats? Oh my God! Pats came too. I'm out. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Running. Soda. There, I feel much better now. Up here with only 2 people. I can live with that. So, trying to think about anything else from the update 31. The icons here above the interactive stuff, all the icons have been changed. It's not just that basic gear. You have a computer. Oh my God, where do you people come from? Stupid little ads. And how did you live with brawling all this time?
What are you talking about? Brawling's freaking beast, man. Real men use brawling.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like, whatever. I just don't get it. Now, also, a lot of the quest givers... Okay, can I interact with this, please? Before something else spawns on top of me? Jeez. A lot of the quest givers for the side missions have been moved around. I'm actually looking at one right now that, if I go this way, he's right here. The mission to grab those power cells from the gladiators. It used to be in like some bodunk little corner off to the side. Now it's actually in the area that you need. So that is a welcome change, and it should be a lot easier for a lot of folks. Let's see, any other questions? Now, a lot of people are also a little mad, or not mad, but upset that we had to do this leveling. We didn't have level 30s off the bat. Well, the point of this testing phase is to test the leveling content. It's not to test level 30 going into Nexus. This is not what the testing is for right now. It's for leveling. And I do not care if I can go into Nexus or not. Well, it just irked me a little.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, outside of like some graphical changes, I'm pretty sure there's not that many changes to Nexus.
No.
You know, I mean.
Now, I did see an interesting.
There's not that many changes to Wave.
Now, I did see an interesting post about how it gave people headaches because of the graphics.
Oh my God! What Paradox? Yeah, Paradox Wave. Oh my Lord! It can be horrible. I've gotten headaches being in these tunnels too long before.
Okay. Ooh. This lag is certainly serious. It's fierce. This lag is fierce. Now, a little off topic as well. My partner and I, Chris, who we're still working on the DCUO Ultimate Skill Planner, we have begun coding for the sockets, for the socket mods. And I've made a decision today that I will not be adding the tactical mods to the gear section. Reason being is because they don't really give stats. The next give stats, but they're like 8-second, 6-second stats. They're not always permanent. So there's no justification for me to show it. Oop, level 13. There's no really justification on how I can represent it into the skill planner because it's not like I have a timer that says for 6 seconds your stats could look like this, but it's gonna go back down to this. But here's another 6-second look. So until I come up with a better presentation for it, it's not going to be in the skill planner yet. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on now. Communication breakdown. So I'm still doing the unstable technology. And new. Oh, actually, it was quests. No. Instances. Because now I can go into Gorilla Island now. Neat. That should be good. Leveling up while casting used to freeze you in animation. That's a fix. Okay. Never knew that. Never really noticed it either. It's been a while since I've leveled people. It's true. I mean, honestly, like I said, I am really all ecstatic for the changes coming in Update 31. With the leveling, with the graphic changes. My settings right now you're looking at are all on high. I don't do anything lower than that because that's not worth my time. Hee. But are you going to level up a new alt?
Dude, I just got done doing a Let's Plays, and I'm not really keen on doing that again right now.
Or at
That's
least until
you,
DLC
man.
9? Until DLC 9?
You get the next Let's Play. No, I'm probably not going to do that again for a while, man. I mean, that's a lot of time. There's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of work, man.
It is a lot of work. I mean, I've been there, and
it's a lot of time, and those videos were dominating my channel for the longest time, dude. And I didn't really have time for to put together anything else.
You just gotta space them out
between.
I mean, I would do like 5 videos in a day, and then pop them out Monday through Friday.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that. I had like 20 videos recorded, but I'm doing it, the proper way. I'm leveling up by myself. I'm not grouping up for anything except for maybe bounties.
Not anymore.
I'm doing everything but solo. Yeah, not anymore. I'm doing all the solo stuff. I'm showing people, where this is at. How to get this feat. Trying to show people, you can get to 30 before you actually have to do any level 25 missions. And by the time you hit 30, you're going to have 35 skill points.
Yep.
I mean, that takes a bit of time.
It does take time.
And work.
Time that you don't have. Not anymore. Sucks being famous, doesn't it? Or at least, fake famous, or whatever you Robot Super Patriot calls it.
Oh my god, that guy.
That guy. So, alright. So, luckily I'm almost done with my questing. Because now we get to go into Dr. Psychobos's blah, 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 blah. And I'm just really going to breeze through it. Try to breeze through it. I'm not really worried about the feet or anything in there. So let's go into the meta research wing. If I can go in by holding this freaking button. It's not working. It's a test server. There's bugs. There's all sorts of bugs. Also, chat, if you guys have any questions about anything else, be sure you can go ahead and pop them in. We'll answer them as best as we can. I think the skill planner that I have right now, I'm going to take another run through. And I think I found... I know there's a lot of bugs that people have posted that we're looking at getting fixed. And also just some quality of life stuff as well we're looking at. Some of it we can do, some of it's just probably going to come down later down the road. Oh no, I did that. Oh. Combat mechanics kill me. Oh, how could I actually forget about this? Game Update 31 also brings in something for some love from the tanks. Or for the tanks, really. And I want to give a shout out to our buddy Soar, our little nature guy, because we were at the dinner at the
Oh, that's my phone. Sorry.
No kidding. Yeah. Yeah. Football. I love sports ball. Yeah. Go Red Sox. But Soar, we were at SOE Live at the dinner, and I believe it was Soar. I think he definitely took credit for it. That we talked about, or he talked about single target tanking. Yeah, we talked about single target tanking, and sure enough, Sport comes in with this little nugget of joy that with all three of the tanks, or the tanks that we have out now, we will have single target tanking. Yay! What that means is that as a tank, especially as a fire tank will be using Fireball. Ice will be using. It's not Snowball. It's like something. I forgot what the other one was. Let me actually look at my forum post about that. Scrolling. Where is it? There. Yeah, Ice uses Frostnight, and then Earth uses Stone. These are. Thought I found them. These are the abilities that we'll be using to do single target tanking, meaning that if we're fighting like a boss or something, and yeah, that boss is going to be doing something bad, we can use our ability and taunt that target to us. This will bring a little bit more dynamic to tanking purposes. Everybody, we all joke around about it. It's like, who's going to use Fireball in their loadout? Oh, well, I'm also the fire tank who uses Inferno. So, never say never, I guess. It's the best terminology I can go with. But using Fireball, I'm really interested to see on how it's going to work out, how it's going to scale. There's no real way to test it properly until we get into like a raid situation. There you are. Oh, I was going to use my Fireball. Nope. Did I? No, I used a soda cola for some awful reason. Why did I do that to myself? Why? There you are. Fireball! This is like probably the worst thing I hate about this so much. There he is. Good. Keep him burning. As long as I keep him burning, I can find him. It's like a short little fireball, isn't he? Okay, so he's beaten up enough, so now he's going. The bosses are a little bit easier as well. They are a little bit easier, so it's not like you're going to get completely destroyed like we used to. Oh, come on! That worked. Fine, burn, buddies. So I think Supage is probably still on the phone, so that's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh yeah, you're okay.
I forgot to unmute my mic.
I just wanted to ask about your thoughts on the single target tanking.
Honestly, right now with the content we have right now, I don't see it's really necessary. I mean, I think it's great that we're going to be able to, possibly have, be able to put together groups with 2 tanks in them. However, with the content we currently have in the game, I don't think it's, like I said, I don't think a 2-tank thing is really something that's going to be utilized at all. I mean, there's one strategy that you can do in Nexus that you can use 2 tanks for. However, that's very rarely used anymore, and it's usually used by people who don't know how to work the damn shields. So
I remember when Wave and Nexus first came out, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna need 2 tanks." Now people just use 1 tank. They use 1 controller. It's like, oh god, guys, just you know what? Let's just 4-man it. Just 4-man Wave. Just call it a day. Odyssey,
I don't
do
see
that.
anybody doing that, but
I don't want Odyssey to do it. But I mean, I really remember it was like, oh, Wave and Nexus need 2 tanks? Yeah, it's going to be sick. No, we're back down to 1 tank. Oh, well, I guess that's going to happen with content then.
Well, I mean, honestly, once you get the gear up and everything, you really only need 1 tank for either one of these raids. However, I will say this. I mean, if they introduce content to where, this single target taunt is a viable thing to use, and would be necessary for you to run with 2 tanks, I think that'd be fantastic. But I mean, it had to be like something, involved in like you know, you have to get one of the you have a boss fight with two bosses, and you have to take one to one side onto a node and one onto another node. Um, Something like that is the only way I see two tank ever being used again in this game. Simply because, like I said, I mean, it's not really a viable option right now.
That's very true. I know with me, I'm wanting to really test it just because I want to see how it's going to be effective. Where if a tank, if like say we're tanking and I have the boss and you have the ads, then all of a sudden something needs to switch where I'm taking a little too much damage, so we're going to switch it off a little bit where you use your fireball to take the boss, and then I just do whatever I need to do to grab all the ads from you so DPS can finish burning them down. Kind of like a switcheroo. That's what I want to see. But I want to see what actually scales with it. Do we need more dominance? What stat would we need to increase it? Who is it? Whoever has the strongest stat gets to actually get to pick that tank up, or is it just use the ability? You're gonna have him from 8 seconds and just
Well,
keep going with it.
Dominus has never had anything to do with
Well, I can
aggro.
always dream, can't I? I
No,
want
I
to
don't think you
dream.
can about that.
I want dominance to be.
Yeah, Dominus has never had anything to do. Dominus has always been about crowd control effects and increasing our buff stats. That's what it's always been about.
I just want a tanking stat. That's all I want.
Dominus is a tanking stat. So is your health. So is your defense.
Fine, I want a taunt stat. That's what I want. Okay, I'm gonna actually call it Stevie for this fight.
I'm gonna call up Stevie.
Yeah.
Oh, your sidekick.
Sidekick
Named your
rules.
sidekick Stevie.
Yes, I did. No relation to Stevie B. No relation. You handed me the other day. I don't know. Tanks do still in my eyes still need love. Still in my eyes. Let's go ahead and arrest Doctor Psycho, and we can go save the damsel in distress. There. I'm not gonna. I should name. Oh God! Look. Oh, speak of the devil. Look, a treasure chest. Look how bright that sucker shines. It's like
Those
Rares of
things
the.
are ridiculous.
It's Rares of the Lost Ark, man. It's scary. It's just scary. Let's go ahead and break it. Let's look at the new items I got.
So, what else we got?
Oh, I got new hands. Or new brawlers, I mean. Neat.
I mean, what else do we have to talk about, sir?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I mean, I'm trying
Uh,
to be rude, but I mean,
yeah, you are. Maps did bring in some new stuff coming from the open testing feedback and issues. It's really just some fixing stuff that coming in. They're fixing like the game credits are missing for some golf reason. That's weird. The health bars on objects should no longer appear empty when they have health. That's for me. That's a biggie because I don't want to keep hitting something. It's like I don't know how much health this thing has if I keep hitting it. It's really really weird. I mean that's really it. The player reward updates as we saw. I started this thing with I think 13. Let me actually go complete this story arc so we can actually have an actual number on how much I gained from just this story arc. Because I did complete it. I completed the story arc. Oh, also, these side missions are repeatable using replay badges. And you will get marks of triumph when you're completing them. So if you want, you can possibly even farm your farm marks of triumph from these side quests. if that's your thing. It's not mine, but, you know. So the player rewards have been updated. Everybody, when you are in an alert, no matter the alert, if you complete a boss, everybody will get individual loot. Everybody. The entire game now. Now, the only time you're not going to have individual loot is, like, say, a random green or a collection pops up. And you're still going to have to roll for that. But for every boss fight, you're going to have your individual loots. I know a lot of people are so excited about that. Sadly enough, no. Traces of Time does not drop outside of Wave or Nexus. There's nothing I can do about that, and there's nothing I will. So, alright. I've completed this quest here, the story arc. So I'm going to get the Enchanted Vial, which is a normal reward. I'm going to now get 1 Mark of Triumph. And I'm going to get a personal teleporter to my headquarters. Another item from the marketplace. When's it going to end? When's it going to end? I really don't want it to. But yes, the ninja looting, no more. Well, unless you ninja loot the random green that's going to sell in the marketplace for maybe 50 cash. If you want to be that kind of guy, sure, be that guy. But now I am sitting at 18 Marks of Triumph. So I gained 5, which is kind of normal, I guess. I like it. But yeah, 18 Marks of Triumph. I'm looking here that Marks of Triumph are now awarded for completing the following content. The alerts, Area 51, Bloodhaven, Gorilla Island, Hive, and Oolong. Things that go boom, which is like a villain-only quest, and then No Laughing Matter. The completing the level 30 bounties in Gotham and Metropolis now reward 1 Mark of Triumph in cash. Completing level 3 through 30 leveling content side missions, including single and multi-stage versions, will reward 1 Mark of Triumph, and then the main story leveling content missions will give it as well. Also, when you're completing the Watchtower and Hall of Doom tours, it will reward you with a case of 5 Marks of Triumph. Completing your first mentor mission featuring Superman vs. Lex, Wonder Woman vs. Cersei, Batman vs. Joker, now rewards a case of 5 Marks of Triumph and a sample marketplace consumable item in addition to its regular rewards. The Religion of Crime mission line gives 5 Marks of Triumph and a sample marketplace. And then completing the final mentor mission finale rewards gives you a case of 10 Marks of Triumph and a sample marketplace consumable. So you're going to get your marketplace consumables, just samples of them, as you level, to entice those new customers, those new players. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to go pick up some more. They want more. Now, I also want to point... Ooh, hello. Okay, I just saw here that updated trait descriptions to better describe abilities for the following power types: Iconic, Gadgets, Light, Mental, Sorcery, Nature, Electricity, and Earth. Please note the powers did not change. Oh, okay, I'm actually going to read this whole thing because Dominance now increases the maximum possible duration of stuns, roots, levitations, and encasements deployed by superpowers at a rate of +1 second for every 500 dominance. That's 2 milliseconds per 1 point of dominance. Talk about an actual exact number of crowd control. Yes! I don't feel your excitement, and I'm hurt by this. Knock knock, Super Patriot.
What's that?
You didn't even hear me?
I mean...
I'm very glad.
Seriously, repeat your question, man.
It wasn't a question, it was a statement. I was telling you the good news about dominance.
Oh, the whole, yeah, that's mainly for controllers, though.
I'm okay with that.
You know that, right?
Let it be. Well, I mean, we don't do stuns, No, we don't do all that.
No, I mean we do knockups and all that. I believe ice has its chill effects and all that can encase and
Yeah.
everything. But I mean, it's like as far as like fire has nothing like that. Fire has nothing like that. I mean, heat absorb, we might be able to stun somebody with it, but I mean,
That's yeah. Well,
and that's a shame. I mean, no, seriously. All right, I may be a little bit biased on this and all that, but I mean, you don't really notice this stuff. I mean, especially you don't really notice this stuff unless you do PvP a lot,
very
right?
true.
Especially in like especially like 1v1 situations and shit, because you'll have people who like mental is retarded with the stuns
Retarded.
and the panic. Yeah, I mean I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean sorry for that phrasing, folks, but I mean it's ridiculous. I mean I
Don't worry, we don't
apologize
have
for my use of
censors.
phrasing, but it is it's just ridiculous with the stuns. And some powers. I mean, I'm not trying to say um I'm not trying to say that all powers should be the same, but
There should be some balance. I think it's the word.
yeah, there should be some balance, all right? Because like you have certain things like like photon, like gadgets, photon blast, all right. No other 35%er hits like photon blast does. The other things too. Mental. Nothing panics like mental does. Um, it's just, there needs to be, fire needs some love in that regards, as far as like crowd control stuff. Because I mean, honestly, I mean, you know, I'm sorry, if somebody, all of a sudden just like surrounds me in freaking flames, and there's like an flaming inferno hint around me, right? I'm sorry, I'm gonna freak out for the first couple of minutes. That's gonna freak me out. Holy shit, I'm on fire. Somebody put it out. I'm not gonna immediately think of stop, drop, and roll. You know, but fire needs something like that, because the only thing that we have that stuns with fire is heat absorb. That's it. Yeah, we've got some knockups and stuff like that, but all that stuff is eventually can be easily broken out of, or you can get immunity to, and you get immunity to it easily after you can break out control effects. So fire needs some love in that regards. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of you know. Other things and all that. I mean, there's a lot of things. That take up another show though. So I'm not going to get
Okay.
continue showing off the pillars there.
Thank you, because they are pretty. They certainly are pretty.
Yeah, I'm just want to know if my lair's still going to be there.
You know what? I do apologize, because I grabbed my deed and it didn't even dawn on me to think on going over to Gotham City to take a look on where the location is. I do apologize. It's not like I have access to even go and grab another deed either, which is sad. But a little bit talking about the bounties. A low-level bounty and wanted missions in Gotham and Metropolis are now level 30 and can be repeated daily. Players who currently have low-level bounty missions in their journal will see that these low-level bounty missions have completed and their original rewards can be claimed. So, okay, so just do what I do. Have all your bounties in your log, and then when Games Day 31 hits, boom, you get your rewards. If there are rewards. Completing them, again, it's like just nothing. Trying to see, with the questing, they really did a whole bunch of what's the word that they actually used? 'Cause I'm trying to remember now. Hold on, sorry. The multi-stage versions. This is how I'm taking it, because in order to do one thing, you're going to have to do the other first. So when you hit level 8, I think it's level 8 or level 9, probably level 8, you're going to get your Watchtower and your Hall of Doom tour mission, okay? The tour missions, the intro to the Watchtower, intro to the Hall of Doom, now requires completion of one of the following, all right? So before you can do that, before you can do your tour, you have to do either the Hive, Bane Brought Down, or Trigon Loosed, which are all 3 heroes, or you have to do the Sweeter Than Honey, Bane Banished, Hail Trigon, which are the villains. You have to do those before you do your tour missions. After you do your tour missions, you'll open up research and development. After you do research and development, you'll open up the Vault Ambush. Once you complete the Vault Ambush, you'll have access to the base intro missions that you do. Alright, so boom. So that really receives your lair at around level 9 is when you're going to get it. The following missions are no longer auto-granted, reducing Journal Clutter, which are the Attack Brainiac level 5 mission, Legends missions at levels 6, 8, and 12, and the Arena missions at 15 and 20. So they're looking at really reducing Journal Clutter as best as possible. So we're just going to keep focusing on the Pillars of Hades here, because it's so pretty, why not? Let me actually angle that a little bit better here. So, I'm trying to remember if there is one other thing I really want to bring up from the forums, because we actually refreshed to make sure, because just want to make sure, because I'm becoming very vocal on the forums. I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or not. Seer Patriot keeps telling me it's a good thing. I don't see how.
What, the CR skill points thing?
No,
don't get me started on anything.
No. Me being vocal on the forums.
You're gonna get yourself banned, sir.
What?
You don't know how to control yourself sometimes.
I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not. I'm not doing anything bad, am I?
Now you get too fired up, man. Then you rant about stuff. You know, it's like you use the SourceCast as your personal, rant pedestal.
Well, I was told today on the comment on my videos that apparently I make videos to hear myself talk.
You do. I'm just surprised they just figured that out.
Took them 3 years, folks.
Yeah. 3 years. 3 years and y'all just now figured that out? Come on, man.
And there's more coming. I love my voice. I got that Morgan Freeman drunk voice. But there was a forum post. I'm really hoping. I think I'm really itching to get the PlayStation 4 myself, just because of how pretty the game looks on my PC. It'll be great to play on the PlayStation 4, to say the least. I actually hear from Meps, because a person on the forums came out asking about PlayStation 4 footage. Here, Meps, we'll have some footage out before launch, but the best thing to do now is to check out DCUO on PC as far as how smoothly things run and load. That's essentially what you're getting on the PlayStation 4. So, what I've been showing you here is basically what you're going to be seeing on the PlayStation 4. Which, by the way, I haven't been block sticking. My block hasn't been sticking on the test server at all. Yeah. It's going to be great. Really cool thing here as well. Any news on Vita capabilities and Meps came in, we'll have remote play. What the definition of remote play is, not really sure. We're still waiting. So don't go all crazy about it, people. Okay? Just don't.
Hey, Dad.
Oh. That's right. I want to do one more thing. We will end the cast and everything. I don't block. I really do not. I'll end it with doing my vault. Because apparently, I do not have diarrhea of the mouth.
You definitely have the runs, though.
Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, opened it right up. He walked on in, folks. Walked right on in. Ass. So, I'm here in the vault on the test server. And the bombs are back. Whoever took the bombs away, whoever said to take the bombs away, I want to throw a bomb at you. But just like the laughing gas stuff, not an actual bomb. That's mean. I mean, I don't understand why players got upset. It's like, oh, why'd you put the bombs away? They're so distracting. They're not distracting. And by the way, every time I'm in here, I really hope that sharpshooter legs drop. On the test server, on the PC. I really want the sharpshooter legs to drop. Just to show them off. It's a personal victory. But a lot of people, I know my buddy Jeff over on my Twitter. He's been following me. He sent me a video on my Twitter that I have retweeted. That I definitely want you guys to go check out. I think it's like Electric Dynamo, I think his name is. And he did this, and Joker bots are in the vault now. You'll get a chance to fight Joker bots. And they apparently when you open up
extra loot, do they drop the sharpshooter legs?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't care what they do to that vault. They can put a level 60 freaking Brainiac in there that you have to beat. If he drops the freaking sharpshooter legs, I will queue that up every day.
He would. They want the sharpshooter legs because it's the last thing.
That's the last one I need for the feet.
Just like the Mayan hands, I think people are talking about too. The Mayan hands are a big one. I know that.
That comes out of
Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman.
Catwoman challenge.
Which I ran that earlier today on a different tune, and I swear, like 3 backs and 2 chest pieces drop in there. They need to fix that.
Dude,
they need to fix it.
Amen to that, because I got 2 backs, but everything else was single. But I got 2 backs. I'm like, can we at least like get them to? Maybe I can understand if they share an item or two, like all 3 of them share, and just make like some of the other ones rare. But I don't want to go in there grabbing 3 of the same thing. It's crazy. Yeah, it makes it honestly a waste, in my opinion. So there's my loot issues. The Catwoman challenge, it's all the same thing. It's always the same thing on every single boss. You can go in there and get 4 backs. Why? Why would you do this to me? I've done everything I can. But that's something I would like fixed. If you can get your sharpshooter legs, I can get my Mayan hands. I can go with that.
I can live with that.
But that's pretty much all I see that we can discuss today. I'm happy I was able to stream from the test server. Probably stream later this week as well. Sorry for the couple of lag spikes there. I have to figure out what happened there. I'm not really sure still. Hopefully, probably some airflow or something in the computer I gotta clean out. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Just go ahead and get the shameless plugs going. You can find a DCUO SourceCast over on Facebook and on Twitter at DCUO SourceCast. Just find us there. Soups, where can we find you?
You can find me, of course, you can find me at youtube.com/thedaddy'shouse. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/thedaddy'shouse, and of course on the Twitter at thedaddy'shouse there. I'm also Super Patriot on the official forums, and don't forget you check out kingdomcome.engine.com for not an official, but a community rant site for the fans of DCUO. No matter what server you're on, no matter what platform, check it out. Trex, where can we find you at?
You can find me over at YouTube at /Trexlight. You can also find me on Facebook, Trexlight. And you can also find me on the Twitter, which I'm very, 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 very active. It's on the Twitter at ThisIsTrex. You can also find me on the official forums as well as Trexlight. And if I offend you somehow, you have my eternal apologies, but suck it up. There. See, if I put that on the forums, I could be banned. That I can understand. But I am sorry if I'm very vocal on the forums. You people told me to.
All right, I have to address something really quick.
Oh God.
Brittany,
Oh
I will
God.
cut you. All right? I will cut you. All right? And do not start crying about me being mean again. All right? I'm not mean to you. All right? I did not salvage your favorite weapon 5 freaking times and send you the mats.
It happened. It was funny. She's. You're so
evil.
mean.
That's evil. You are evil, Brittany.
Do you ever think that she might be Robot Super Patriot?
She probably is. She probably is.
That would.
You heard it here first, everybody. Brittany's alt is Robot Super Patriot.
So ungrateful. You read this? Can't help if the game gave me shields. Mic drop. If anything, she'll be like Britney Patriot or something. Or Super Britney. That's right. Now, see now, Britney. Now it's all out there. All 52 people heard it. They heard it all that you are Robot Super Patriot. You are. I mean, you gotta admit though, she did sing you the mats though. That was kind of nice.
Yeah. That was really nice getting those what was it, 3 simple and 2 complex. Thanks. I needed those.
You guys are awful. Just awful. But be sure to tune in. You can head over to Trexlight.com as well to find all the past episodes. Episode 85 is on iTunes. I meant to start off with this as well. I do apologize that, again, we weren't able to stream last week. Super Patriot and I actually did get episode 85 onto the YouTube. It's over at Super Patriot's channel at / the Daddy's House. I meant to put a promo thing on my channel, but this week really got away from me. But here it is. If you guys missed episode 85 YouTube version, I recommend, even if you listened to it already, I recommend going over to his channel to watch the video. Because that video is full of me and him doing all of the duos. It's us steamrolling through them. Me getting carried. But I mean, I worked my tail off. I mean, I broke 8K. Right? I broke 8K damage. I am beastie. Beasting? Is that the term? Beasting? I'm beasting? Yeah, beasting. I beasted those duos. I'm beasting. There you go. Okay. Grammar. It's perfect. So, be sure to head over to his channel to watch Update 85, and you can still, of course, hear it as well. Soups, do you have a link to the video?
Oh gosh, I gotta go to my freaking channel.
Oh, we're putting him to work now, folks. Oh, don't make him angry.
Good Lord.
What
my
the
channel? I gotta find the video. I gotta copy. I gotta go back to the freaking. Oh my God! Here we go.
Wow.
There we go. And there.
Okay. Yeah. Head over to the link there in chat. That's episode 85. You can watch it. You can watch Super Patriot just roll through the duos while I'm there as well. We've also realized that we're really funny when we play together. I thought we were already. I thought we were already cool doing the podcast together, but doing those duos, just recording them, we weren't. We didn't record. Did you record the audio?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I should have though. But then I'd just be posting the same video all over again.
That's true. That's true. So, well, when you get the PlayStation 4, day one, when you stream, I'll join you on the PlayStation 3.
Are you kidding, man? Play with somebody on the PS3, you're gonna be lagging out and everything, holding me back. And
well, Mr. PS4 elitist. Excuse me. Michael Gray, was it like Michael and Trevor from GTA 5?
Not as many swear words. Not as many swear words.
Wait a minute. Well, I was gonna say maybe Michael and Franklin, but I don't drop the N word that much. So, but you're right. It was kind of like Michael and Trevor, but censored and controlled. The PG version, exactly, the PG version. So, all right, we're gonna end this. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next week for the DCO SourceCast episode 87. Crap, 87. Yes.
Yes, Lisa.
We are on starting on episode 90. We're going to be on the road to episode 100. We have already had a few submissions, suggestions on what we should do for our 100th episode. And so far, one of them has been amazingly awesome that we're trying to work our way to do. When this thing is over, I got to talk to you about that. It just dawned on me what we could do. Anyways.
Okay.
But if you guys have any ideas what you guys think we should do for the 100th episode, email us over at dcuosourcecast@gmail.com with the title 100th episode idea.
Yeah, that's my phone again.
Yeah, winning.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
You are Mr. Popular tonight.
Yeah.
It's like you won the Super Bowl. The Olympus Games is your Super Bowl. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, apparently so.
So be sure to email us with any ideas that you guys have, and we will hit you back if it was good, and we'll also hit you back if it was a bad idea, and I'll give you a Trex hug if it's a bad idea. That's right. I'll give you an evil Trex hug. I'll make it a thing. But the Tupac hologram for episode 100. I don't even like Tupac. I never listened to him. Never really wanted to.
Maybe try and get a hologram of you and wave.
That's the only way I'm getting in there. It's a hologram. Nobody wants to run with Black Ember. What's your CR? 87? Out of here. It's not cool. But alright, guys. You guys enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. Be sure to tune in next week. And we'll miss you all. Well, just go out there and have fun. You guys take care.
Oh my God. Bye.
Oh, wait, I just remember I need to play the music. I can't find the music. Okay, I found it.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see.
God.
Get going before my good mood wears off. That means now.